Modals. Modals, when used with main verb, expresses the mood and the attitude of the speaker. Different modals perform different functions in a sentence. They are used to indicate promise, permission, compulsion, ability, possibility, likelihood, request, and things like that. And possession of the specific power, right or sanction, condition, obligation, and function. And these are the most commonly used model. There are 13 models. They are can, could, may, might, need, dare, will, would, shall, should, must, and ought to. Models are never used alone. They are always followed by the main verb. Today we'll discuss about can and could. Starting with can. Can is used as an auxiliary. It can indicate the things which it indicate are ability. It indicate the verbs of sense perception. It indicate about the rights or say the means. Then the possibility or the likelihood, the right or the sanction. Next is a requesting or granting of permission, a request or a grant. And the last is permission granted according to one's conscience feeling, using it in the negative. So these are the few points which we use in can. Like if I speak about ability, I can play tennis with any player of the world ranking. So here the can is the helping verb. Then if I talk about the perception, can is also used for the perception. For example, I can see the waves dashing against the shore. So can, if I talk about the difference between the can and the word may, the difference is may is to ask for the is a request or to take a permission from the other person, and can is to show the ability. May shows the possibility and can is for the ability. Now if I speak that can is also used for the possibility, the example for it is like efforts are being made in clone dinosaur, but I doubt they can be on the earth in near future. Now right or sanction. In can, if I say you can not vote against unless you are 18. So you can is here, it only the word can is not only limited to the word ability, it have got different form also. Now talking about could. Could is the past tense of can, and it can be used for the possibility. It can be used for advice, and could can also be used for request as well. And the third point, a polite appeal or a request. A polite appeal or request or a condition. Now talking about the examples. Could, if I speak about possibility, the example is this could be the coldest night of the season. Possibility because you're not sure about it. Advice. They could plant trees near the house of to get the ample oxygen. So advice in a sense, this is what we have suggested. Appeal, could you please lend me money? So you're requesting. If you say could you lend me money, you're not supposed to use the word please, because could itself is the request. But if you use can, the word please is also added to show the politeness in your sentence. Can you please lend me the money? Could itself is a request. And the condition, if you could be more laborious, they would reach the top. So there's a condition that if the person is going to work hard, then only they can reach to the top. Now the difference between the can and the could. Like can is, as I said, can also be used for permission, a request, and as well as could can also be used for the same thing. It depends upon the person you're talking to. Like if two friends are talking to each other, so the word can be used. If both the friends, because both the friends are informal in their talk, therefore use of can is appropriate there. And if the conversation is between a junior and a senior, then you can't use can, could is used. The junior is polite and the senior is informal. That is the reason you are supposed to use could, and could itself is the request. The use of could expresses a weaker possibility. It may have a negative or a positive reply. Could as a polite request expresses a weak possibility in the present, past, or future. The request of the junior is in the present tense. Like, could you meet me tomorrow? And why could you not meet me yesterday? So that the second sentence was in the past and the first was in the future. When can expresses ability, it means to be able, to capable of, to know how to do it. It is used in all the three sentences, like being able to. If I say able to, it's not compulsory that you're going to use the word able to only. It can be being able to, be able to. Now, if I talk about the difference between could and was able to, the difference is that could indicates a general ability to do something and was able to indicate the ability in a particular situation. For example, could. Um, Shalaj could jump over 30 motorbikes. It's a general ability. And if I talk about was able to, so that means the ability in a particular situation. For example, the waiter was able to lift 20 trays and carry them to the furnace. So that is a ability in the particular situation. That this person, the waiter, was able to do that. Okay. Now, if I speak about the difference between could and could have, that is where the children mostly get confused. The use of could expresses the present and could have expresses the moment in the past. Not exactly about the past, but a particular moment in the past you're speaking about. For example, the weightlifter is so strong, he could lift 210 kg weight. He could lift. So you're talking about the present moment. And if I speak the same sentence again, the weightlifter was so strong he could have lifted 210 kg weight. That means we're speaking in the present moment, but you're talking something about which happened in past. Talking about something which happened in the past moment. In could have, it expresses this, and could expresses the present moment. One more thing, could have is also used to express the probable happening but did not take place. The thing which was about to take place in the past but did not take place actually. For example, the barking dog came running to me. It could have bitten me. It could have bitten me means the thing which was happening in the past, the action could have taken place but it didn't take place. So that is what is clear with the example.